Hello guys, welcome back to Sadiq's Rabbitry. The name is still Sadiq, it hasn't changed. My name is Sadiq, a young and passionate rabbit farmer here in Ghana. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys how you can prepare your animals for mating. Now, yes, this might be a common topic, but I beg, just give me some small minutes of your time. Let's just talk about it, okay? So, if you are new to the channel, do well to hit the subscribe button, smash the like button if you really enjoyed watching the video. Let's get right into it. Please let me know in the comment section what's the first and most important thing you have to do before breeding your rabbit. Just let me know in the comment section before I start talking about mine. Okay, so in rabbit farming, you should know that they are bush animals, right? And we brought them in, we domesticated them, and we have to cater for them in every way we can. Okay, so in mating the animals, you have to make sure that there are some requirements or there are some necessities you have to give to that animal before breeding. Okay, like the health, the weight of the animal, and the bedding for giving birth. Okay, it's very important, and that's what I'm going to be talking about in this video. First, you have to make sure that you have a good environment and a good caging system. Now this will come by far to help you. Okay, so as you can see here, I have well structured cages, 5-in-1 cages. This is a customized one built by Sadiq. So it's just a customized cage, 5-in-1, 5 on top and 5 at the bottom. So with this type of cage, it is called the inclined battery cage. Okay, mostly it comes with 2-in-1 cages or 4-in-1 cages, and it could be built also in 3-tier systems. When I talk about 3-tier systems, it means that one at the bottom, one at the middle, and the other on the top, right? But for mine, it's just a customized one, so I went in for the 2-tier system, which means I have 10 cages. And someone might ask, what's the dimension of this cage? Okay, so this is a 2 by 2 feet cage, 2 feet in width, 2 feet in length, and 20 inches in height. Okay, that's the dimension necessary for rabbit. Now, the dimensions too is important because once you have, let's say, 1.5 feet or less, then putting in the nesting box for your rabbit to give birth inside will be very difficult. Okay, so always make sure that you are in the range of 2 feet by 2 feet or even 3 feet by 2 feet, just for your rabbit to be able to be comfortable. The next one is you should have a good nesting box. Okay, so what I'm holding here is a typical nesting box for rabbits. As you can see, this is a wooden one, and I have the plastic ones as well. This the plastic one I have, this is the wooden one, and I also have this one that I built myself, right? And it has been working really great for me. This is another one. This is a gallon, and then I just took out a portion of it from the top and from one side, and underneath this gallon I do have holes that I made with nails, so that once the kid's inside urinate or poop, it will just drop out from this side. Okay, so with this ones too, you can see that we have multiple holes here which will allow the urine of the animals to just get out, which will not soak the body of the kids. Okay, but with this one, as you can see, we do not have any holes in this. Okay, we don't have any holes in this, but the way you can use this in order for your rabbit kids body will not get soaked up in the urine is by putting in a lot of grass, right? So the grass will then absorb the urine that they do in the nesting box, so that you can get to be changing the grasses once in a while. So having a good nesting box too is very important. And the dimension of this nesting box is 1 feet by 20 inches. Okay, 1 feet by 20 inches. So it means that with this nesting box, it will take half of the cage, because I said earlier that for my cage it's 2 feet by 2 feet. So with this, the width alone you will take half of the cage, okay, leaving the other half for the mother to be able to rest. And this side to, I think, 12 inches. Sorry, not 20 inches, but rather 12 inches. So the width of the nesting box is 1 feet, and the length is rather 12 inches. Okay, so it will just take a quarter of the cage. Another thing I want you guys to know is that whichever cage you use will determine the size of your nesting box and also the type of nesting box you'll be using. Okay, so with mine, you see that it is opened, right? Just the wire mesh. It has been built by wire mesh. So using this type of nesting box will be very, very good. Okay, because it can keep the rabbit inside very, very warm. Okay, but you might also notice that I'm using this type of nesting box. There's a reason why I do so, because with this one I do not use it in any part of the cage. Okay, I use these type of nesting boxes in the corners of the cages. So for instance, this first cage and the last cage will be using this type of nesting box, because you can see that this side are covered, so even when it rains it won't get to the kids, and also the nesting box will be far behind the female rabbit, so water will not get there, and also they will be able to get warm enough because of the nesting material inside. The next thing I want you to have before giving your female rabbit is the nesting material you are going to use. If you don't know the type of nesting material you should use, I made a video about it and I'll be leaving a link over here. So I'll be leaving the link there. You can click on it and then just go and watch the video. Or even if you don't want that, I'll be leaving it in the description below so that it can be helpful for some of you guys. So this is one type of nesting material you can be using for your rabbit. Okay, so this is just normal grass, normal dry grass, which you can call as hay. So this can be fed to the animals and also be used as nesting materials. But I also made a video about this, how you can be making it for nesting material, and also how you can be making it in order for your rabbit to be able to consume it. So this is a perfect one. It is very soft, smooth, but sometimes when it is placed in direct sunlight, it will be very, very rough, and it can cut the kids. Like, you know that the kids, when they are born, they do not have hairs, so this can just cut their body small, right? But when it's soft like this, you can be using it and there will be no problem with it. The next thing I want you to do, which is very, very important in all the things, is disinfecting your farm before breeding. This had to come on top of the list, but you know, I was arranging it in orderly form. That's why it came at the bottom. So disinfecting your farm can be very, very crucial to you, because most of the times the problem most farmers have is that when the female rabbit gives birth, ants will just come and disturb the kids, right? Or even mouse, okay, or cats, you know. So always make sure that you disinfect your farm from any parasite that have been hiding in the corners of the cages, and also ants. Okay, I made a video on how you can disinfect your farm organically, okay, with just 2 ingredients, and thousands of people have been watching that video. I'll be leaving a link in the description so that you can also watch it and it can help you as well. But in my subsequent video, I'll be making a practical aspect of how you can be using this disinfectant that I made a video of it already, so that it can help you as a farmer. Okay, you won't use it alone on your farm, on your rabbit farm, but you can also use it on crops as well. The next thing I will need you to do is to have a good record keeping book. Okay, record keeping book will help you to know the date you bred the female, the date she be giving birth, and also the date you should be confirming the pregnancy, right? Which will help you not to waste much time in feeding her, but she will not give birth at the end of the day. Another thing is you need to manage and control the weight of your animals. Okay, you know that when female rabbit is pregnant, she will start eating more. Okay, she'll eat for like a month before giving birth, and also when she gives birth, you do know that she will have excessive weight. Okay, so with that time you wouldn't necessarily want to, you know, manage the weight. But let's say when it's a month to breeding or 2 weeks to breeding, then you start cutting down the feed intake if you know that she has excessive weight. okay, or the fat is too much, then you start managing or reducing the feed you give it to her so that her weight will come down a little bit, because most problems will incur when your rabbit has a lot of fat closer to the abdomen, so breeding will be very, very difficult. Another thing is always have a spare cage available. This is very, very, very important. Have a spare cage available. Now, we do know that rabbits do give birth to a lot, like a lot of kids. Just imagine if you have even 3 females giving birth for you every month. You'll be having, let's say, 15 to 20 kids every month. Okay, and if you have just 4 cages, then you are doomed, bro. You shouldn't be breeding a lot of females if you do not have a lot of cages, or else you'll be struggling, because most times when the kids gets to 4 months of age, they'll start fighting. If they are in the same cage, they'll start fighting, hurting themselves. And lastly, for better future production, always make sure you source good meals from good farms. Okay, get good meals so that you can use them for the long term. You know, some meals, when you get them, once they breed for the first time, second time, third time will be very, very difficult for them. It's not their fault, but it might be factors like the genes, the genetic factors, and all sorts of things. The environment too could be part of it. So always make sure that you get good meals for future benefit. Also, be using your males to breed once they get to 7 months of age. That's when their semen is more potent and can be able to fertilize the ovule. That's what I have for you guys for today, and in my next video I'll be showing you guys, or I'll be teaching you guys how you can tell if a male rabbit is active or not. So with breeding, we'll be taking it step by step. I'll be teaching you guys throughout the course of breeding rabbits. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed watching the videos. Make sure you smash the like button, hit the subscribe button if you really enjoyed watching the video, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.